very happy that you can join me. Today we're going to start on day one, 10-day challenge about how to strike your irons better. Okay, so day one here, try and get some stretches in before you can do this. Simple lunges, plenty of stuff on YouTube about yoga for golfers. Try and get your stretches going. If you can do that before you head onto the course or the range, it's going to loosen up your range of motion so you can play better golf, okay? So step one here, all we're going to do today is we're really going to focus on our strike. Okay, so what we're going to do, I want you to start off, you can do this on the range, grass range with mats, just in my backyard here. Got a practice net, some mats, easy, accessible. We're not going to be using many training aids during this 10-day period. It's going to be very accessible for everyone, okay? So day one, we're going to start off with some striking. And our first drill is what we want to do is we want to keep our feet close together. I have an 8-iron here, and we're just going to do some half swings, step, and strike the ball properly. Okay, what's this going to do? It's going to allow us to get our body movement correctly, our weight shift proper, so we can transition correctly into the golf ball. So I want you to just do about 10 of these as your warm-up, just to loosen out. Getting our transition correctly into the golf ball. Okay, so do about 10 of those. The next drill, and you can pause this video if you want. Do what feels right for you. So do about 10 of those. Next drill now that we're going to do is we're going to do some more, about 3/4, 80% swings, and doing the same step pattern. So we are transitioning correctly into the golf ball. You can take some practice swings. But feeling that proper strike on the golf ball. Now I'm doing this as much for me as I am for you. I've had a few injuries over the past few weeks. So nice to get out swinging again. Okay, so they're kind of more 3/4 swings, a little bit more powerful. You can do anywhere between 5 to 10 for them again. My neck is still at me, that's why I'm moving my shoulder like that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is I want you to grab a mid-iron. Again, I have an 8-iron here. Now generally for an 8-iron, the ball position is going to be in the middle of our stance. For this specific drill, I want you to place the ball a lot more forward in your stance. And during your setup, I want you to imagine that the ball is in the middle of your stance, okay? So there's going to be quite a large gap here from where the ball usually is to where it is for the specific drill. And what we're going to do is we're going to force ourselves in order to hit that golf ball. Now, it even feels weird for me. It's going to feel weird the first 1 or 2 times. After that, your body's going to calibrate and you're going to be able to get locked in a lot better. It's the same concept as the first drill. So what we're doing here is we're taking full golf swings and we're launching our body towards the golf ball or towards the target, shifting our weight onto the lead side. What I see a lot of amateurs doing, a lot of mid-handicap golfers, is that when the ball is in the middle, we have this idea that we need to get the ball up into the air and we start to scoop it, and our weight transition is not correct in the golf swing. So with this drill, grab a mid-iron, ball position is forward. It's going to force us really to shift the weight properly onto our lead side so we can get better strikes and more distance on the golf ball. And if you hit the ground a little bit before the ball, that's okay. It just means that you need to transition more and slow down and exaggerate your weight transition. I want you to do 10 of these. Ball position forward. And even there, I'm still hitting the ground a little bit, so I need to exaggerate that weight transition even more. So when it comes towards exaggeration in the golf swing, that's the feel versus real that you hear about. So I guess for me, Alex Noren is the pro that always comes to mind. You see him do this kind of stuff before he hits a golf ball. He's exaggerating, he's getting the feel locked in. Justin Rose is also a very good example. He'll take it up and you see him do this kind of movement. That's the feeling that he wants before he hits the golf ball. Okay? So for me, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to exaggerate, take a practice swing. And when I slow down and exaggerate, you can feel what your body is doing a lot more. And that will bring awareness into what you need to do to hit the golf ball. If you're practicing the whole time at full speed, it's going to be very difficult for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. 1 or 2 grooves low that time. I'm going to slow down now and take a practice swing. That's the proper weight transition. There it is again. Good. Slow down. Much better. Really good. Weight transfer onto the lead side. Much better again. Slow down and exaggerate. Really helps you. One or 2 grooves low that time. So we're going to slow down and exaggerate. Much better that time. Good strike, and you can feel the quality of the strike in the golf club. I've had these clubs for a few years now. Time for an upgrade, but the strike pattern is okay. I got 1 or 2 compliments, so I'm doing something right. All right, let's do 2 or 3 more of these. Good strike again. Good weight transition. Get that body moving on this lovely autumn morning in Ireland. One more, bit of a practice swing here. There we go. Slow down and exaggerate. Right on. There we go. So that's that drill. I think the beauty about these drills is that we're not doing any training aids here. All we're doing is getting the body moving correctly, simply by moving the ball position up in your stance. Okay? So you can continue on with this drill, maybe just do 1 or 2 more. just to get that feeling locked in. And now we're going to bring it back. Bring the ball back into our normal ball position, okay? So whatever you have, 7, 8 iron, just put it back to where you normally have the ball position. Okay, so I'm going to be in my middle of my stance, and I'm going to replicate the same feeling as I had, as if the ball position was forward. So I'm getting that correct weight transfer over to my lead side. And that will help me strike down on the ball first and the ground after. Key to proper ball striking. I think if most amateurs worked on this, they'd gain at least 10 yards in distance. Ball first, ground after. That's the feeling. So I want you to do about 10 of these. Beauty about having a little net in your backyard like this is that you're not so concerned about ball flight, which is obviously important, but when you're building yourself a golf swing, when you're working on a technical improvement, nearly shutting off from the outside world in a way and just working on feelings and getting this locked in is so important. Start to trust yourself a little bit more, and then you can bring that onto the range, see what the ball flight is doing. You know, if it's going too far right or too left, try and get it in front of a launch monitor if you can, and see what the club face is doing. Okay, but you can see that with the ball flight as well. So again, just for this drill, I want you to hit about 10 shots. Ball is in the middle. Day 1 of this 10-day practice program. One or two grooves low there on the club face. So we're going to take a practice swing here, slow it down, and exaggerate on what we want to feel. Hope you enjoyed day 1. Come back for day 2, where we're going to be working on club face control.